And we are
look at us
actually
live.
really live. Yes. Hello. Hi, guys.
Hi.
And females, guys and girls. I don't want to discriminate. All
think
people.
Guys is a catch-all term.
Yeah.
That's how I use it anyway.
Welcome to our first real live stream. We have a pretty good show, timely because one of my favorite movies was just released. It's called Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
We all watched it, all three.
Yeah. It was a fun watch. I can't thank you enough for introducing that to me, because usually when you introduce something, I'm a little skeptical in the beginning.
No, usually when I introduce something, you just don't watch it.
Yes.
One Cut of the Dead, for instance.
Yes. Snowpiercer, the other instance.
No, at this point, we just can't watch them because it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I have terrible friends. Anyone out there want new friends?
No, but honestly, whenever you suggest a movie, Navid is like, oh, if Mike suggested that, I want to watch it.
Naveed's such an awesome dude.
Yeah. You have some fans, so out there, just watch out for them.
You have one fan.
I have one fan.
Yeah.
I know. But so why don't I just recap a little bit of the players. This is Palm Springs. It stars Adam Sandler. I think his company, Lonely Island, was involved in producing this film or writing or some creative role. And
Did you say Adam Sandler?
It's Andy Samberg.
Did I say Adam Sandler? Yeah, I meant Andy Samberg from SNL fame.
Wow, their names are so similar.
Yeah,
And they look very similar.
They look kind of similar too.
Yeah.
And then Christina Milioti from How I Met Your Mother fame as well is in here. And it's kind of like a Groundhog Day sort of like like time loop, infinite time loop situation, romantic comedy. So that's basically how I try to like set it up for you guys. What did you guys think overall?
Yeah, I remember loving Groundhog Day as a kid, and I watched it and rewatched it. It was just something really hilarious and fun to watch as a kid. And when you suggested that, you said it's similar, I was like, okay, if it's a romantic comedy, I want to watch it. Because in the past, I watched other like time loop thingy, like Before I Fall, or there was another one, Butterfly Effect, that they were kind of like, they weren't romantic. So
There are a couple others I can recommend later. Yeah,
I
time
watched
loop romantic comedies. Like
I watched Naked, but it's just like a comedy. It wasn't as good. It's not even as close as this one.
Time Freak, It's About Time. Those two are romantic, sort of romantic comedies. Dramedy, in time travel-y sort of movies. But
yeah, there was another one I remember to watch. It was about Christmas. It happened all over again in a Christmas day. 12 Days in Christmas, something like that.
oh, I like supernatural, like comedies, romantic comedies. Like What Women Want? That old movie with Mel Gibson. I like the sort of like supernatural stuff. As is what's going on here in the infinite time loop here. So what about you, Sarah? Are you a fan first of romantic comedies? Do you like time travel? And what do you think about Palm Springs?
I do like romantic comedies most of the time. I'm a big fan of time travel. Time travel is so fun.
Yeah, and sci-fi in general, right?
Yes, I'm a big sci-fi fan. But yeah, in general, I thought the movie was really enjoyable. And it made me laugh. And like in the first like 10 minutes when he got shot by the arrow, I didn't see that coming at all. So I was just laughing so hard because it was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, you find murder hilarious, right?
I do.
That's your thing.
Also, I realized that I find explosion hilarious because every scene in this movie that kind of like involves an explosion. I was laughing my ass
So
off.
were you dying when they crashed the plane?
They crashed the plane. I was laughing so hard that I was afraid that actually our neighbors would wake up and like be mad at us for me laughing that hard and loud. And there was another scene when they reached for the cake. There was a bomb in a cake, and they said that, oh, we are just finding bombs, and they blew up a bomb in the air, and it was hilarious. So I was laughing so loud and hard. I literally was in tears watching those scenes.
So Yasi and I enjoy violence.
Yeah.
Not any type of violence. I just said explosion in a funny way, but
Explosions are a violent thing.
it could be.
It's funny because like my favorite scene was just when they were back to back doing this fake karate stance in the bar.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was one of the
Yeah, it
cutest
was
scenes.
cute. Like them solidifying that they're a team sort of thing. But maybe for so basically the premise is Andy Samberg is at this wedding, right? And he's already caught in the time loop, right? So he gets shot with the arrow in the beginning 10 minutes, and then he wakes up the next day. Now, one of the sister of the bride follows him into this cave, and then now she's stuck. So she's now in the infinite time loop, and she's trying to figure it out, and you're getting some sort of explanations from Andy Samberg, and then just hilarity and chaos and death
Yes.
ensues thereafter. But that's basically a little bit more than just it's an infinite time loop. And, obviously there's some connection between the two. So what do you think about the performance? I'm a huge fan of both people. I know you couldn't get your eyes off of one person in particular.
Christina
Milioti.
Milioti. Christina Milioti.
Aren't you Italian?
Shut up. Her eyes are just so big. I was just staring at her eyes for a good portion of the movie. They're just...
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's really beautiful. Her eyes are just like...
Yeah, bright, and I love when she was like thinking, and you saw that stare on her eyes, and you know that, oh, that girl is deep, because she was basically thinking and like all the time coming up with this idea that how she can get out of the time loop, while on the other hand we have Andy Samberg character that he kind of doesn't care to get out of it, and
he's
also
past the point of caring.
Yeah, probably he stuck in that time loop for so long that he doesn't care anymore, and I love it. That's what I love about him as a first kind of character, because when I compare it to other time loophole movies, I realize that there is always this struggle with the first with the first character. But in this movie, I loved that he was so laid back, and he was so chill, and he tried to just have fun. So having fun is my new motto for life. So I like that when I see that in characters
I've
in the movie.
only known you when your motto was have fun. It's a good thing about you. Do you like weddings? Anyways, do you always have fun at weddings?
Sometimes, yeah. If I am with friends and family, weddings is usually a very nice. I love wedding venues. Like, people are happy. It's full of flowers, so it smells good, and food. It's the biggest part that I love about weddings. But it also depends. So sometimes in the past, I always kind of feel sad in the weddings because I felt like that, oh, I'm so fat. And I was shy that all other people are looking so beautiful. But now I'm past that point, and I reached at the point in my life that I really care about body positivity, and I just love the way I look, and I feel enjoying myself. And as I said, my motto from now on is like having fun, enjoying myself, and embraces who I am. every day. So yeah, so I'm having fun
Good.
at the weddings. It's good not to have stress about like how you look, or why other people are like looking at me. Are they judging me?
Yeah, I don't think Andy Samberg cares anymore
Yeah.
Okay.
how other people see him or what
Mm-hmm.
they think.
Yeah. Do we run into a problem, do you think, Mr.
Yeah,
Technic?
I don't know if.
Warning. We got a warning. I guess when you try new things, you should kind of anticipate.
You guys just continue talking. I don't know if it's showing up. Do you have your
I
phone?
have my phone with me so I can check.
I'm gonna
If
go
you
for
are
it.
guys watching and listening to our podcast,
And we're back. Sorry, we got a little prompt about our YouTube stream, but apparently it looks like we're good to go. So let's just keep on going. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Stick with us.
mm-hmm.
All 5 of you out there.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, we have 5 people watching us?
No, I don't even know. I just was guessing. How many people do we have?
Oh, because when I checked, I saw only one person is watching, and I assumed that would be me because I was checking.
Well, no one needs to know that. What are we doing?
Don't spill the secrets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know we have royal fans like you out there that regardless of
Look, listen, now's the time to get in. You don't want to like join too late and then seem like a bandwagon person. All right, get in on the action now. Yeah, we got
So you can
we got
say,
a
I
lot
liked
of
them
stuff.
before they were cool.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of stuff in store. Anyways, all right. So back to what we were talking about. You love weddings. You like going there, especially the food. We know you like cuisine and
Yeah.
food culture.
yeah, that's my favorite parts about the wedding. I'm not a big drinker, but I love the fact that I can drink a little bit and then get on the dance floor. That's also one of the
I
favorite
know.
parts.
If you see our recent vlog, which was edited by Sarah, thank you. When we went to the cheese barn, I think 25% of the time Yaz was dancing. So check that video out
There was a lot of dancing.
for some of her moves.
Yeah, but I was behaving that day. I wasn't I wasn't like dancing in my usual
You were
way.
pretty calm.
Yeah. When I am on a real dance floor, you can't stop me. Yeah.
you can't stop the
Yeah.
Yaz train from
Yeah.
taking off. Okay, cool.
So we hear about me and my feelings about the weddings. What do you think
Well,
of
you
wedding?
were actually hired to do a wedding recently. How did that go for you? And do you typically like weddings? And then somehow related back to the reason why we're here, which is Palm Springs. Good luck.
Okay. Yeah, I did photography for a wedding recently. It was fun. It was small at a park with lovely friends, and there wasn't much dancing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I really loved doing the photography for the wedding because the couple will appreciate my photos forever, and that warms my heart.
And I think capturing 2 people that are in love is a special thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like in the movie, Andy Samberg, before Christina
Meliotti.
Why do I have such a hard time with her name?
Because you're just lost in her eyes.
I am lost in her eyes. How can you not be lost in her eyes? Yeah, before Christina Milioti joins him.
Or Andy Samberg's butt chin.
Oh my God, I was so distracted. The eyes and the butt chin. I was just too much to process. Yeah, but before she gets stuck in there, Andy Samberg essentially spends every day at the wedding, I think. Mm-hmm. And when she joins him, she's like, well, why do you want to be at the wedding? It's the same thing every day. And he's like, free food.
He can't go anywhere else.
And I guess he likes dancing. But yeah, I thought it was more fun after she joins him. They have like adventures elsewhere.
Yeah.
They just run around causing chaos.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a miserable thing to be stuck in an infinite time loop by yourself, right?
And be in the same exact place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think, yeah. Well, you only have a day.
Yeah, you
right?
only have, yeah.
So you can travel within that day. No, actually, they don't have a day. It's when they go to sleep. Because I think Christina Milioti, like, stayed up until, like, the next morning and drove all the way back to Texas. But once she, like, fell asleep, she woke back up.
Yep.
Back at the wedding.
Like the instant she like closed her eyes.
Yeah, I think Andy Samberg even mentioned that like he took meth or something and like made it all the way to Guatemala or somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You know? And he was like, that wasn't worth it. So, but regardless of the technicalities of the time loop, I think it'd be fun at first, right? Because there's no consequence. But
then
you
can literally do whatever and they'll all be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just like make a shitty fucking speech where you call everyone out. Doesn't matter. No one's going to remember. But to be stuck in it over and over.
Yeah, even if you die, you can't escape.
Yeah. Which a la Groundhog Day they try to do, right? Kill themselves in different various ways.
Yeah. Actually, I want to like give it away. Last night after watching Palm Springs, it reminds me of so many good memories of Groundhog Day that I rewatched Groundhog Day just afterwards. And it was a fun experience to watch these movies just after each other.
Bill Murray's dope. So
yeah.
And Annie McDowell, her character was nice. I love the fact that, you know, I think after a few decades, I would try to do what Bill Murray did, right? Just pick up skills. You know, like he was this like bomb ass ice sculptor for some reason, right? He could play the piano, jazz piano at least. Yeah. So let's see. Back to Palm Springs though. One of the hidden gems that I found surprising because I didn't know too much of the film was the appearance of J.K. Simmons and that little like sub sort of plot. You know, about, you know, not him accidentally. He told him to follow him, right?
Yes.
And caused him to be in that infinite time
when they were
loop.
both extremely high.
Right. And that's the reason why JK wants to kill him, because he was like, I don't want to be in a fucking time loop.
Drag me into this shit.
Exactly. So I love that. I don't know if you guys liked JK or his performance.
Oh my God, I loved him.
Yeah, I loved him, and the whole fact that we have a character that at the beginning he was not mad, but he was unsatisfied about his life and his marriage, and he was giving Andy Samberg this speech about like marriage is like a bottom less pit or something, and more towards the end we learn more about his character, and now we know that he loves his family actually.
Yeah,
it's just interesting to see how his characters changed after
my brother's like that. Every time you talk to him, he's just like, oh my God, fucking kid, don't do it. But you see his face, right? And he wouldn't trade anything for the world, you know, because he loves his family and his daughters. So it seems like that's a thing that dads do sometimes. When happy dads do sometimes.
Terrible.
I also love that part that JK was telling that, oh, look at my boy, he's watering his dog shit.
He's watering dog shit. It's beautiful.
And it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I mean, this
the comedy is very offbeat. It's a very like Lonely Island sort of sensibility. Their crew does. a lot of good stuff like this.
Yeah.
So at the end, is J.K. Simmons still in the time loop?
I think, but
Well, as of that moment that the film ended, yes, but he got a message, and then when he saw Andy Samberg, he realized it worked. So he has the knowledge now.
Wait, when did that happen?
At the end of the
I
movie,
did. Oh, it's
he
like
got a
the.
phone message.
Oh, you didn't. You have to watch. Wait.
I missed the after credits scene.
Yeah.
It was an after credit scene.
Yeah, it was an after credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was weird that they didn't mention him again.
Oh, it was an after credit
Damn
scene.
it.
Yeah, so he
Now I had to go back.
So, do you remember just right before Andy and Niall's character and Sarah's character went to the cave and blew up themselves? Sarah was calling someone on the phone and was giving him some like crazy instruction. Not crazy instruction, but she was on the phone with someone that you don't know.
Oh, okay.
So apparently she left a message on JK's phone or cell phone and explained to him that we found a way out of the time loop. So
because and what I loved was they made Miss Miliotti's character just have enough because of some circumstances that she took it upon herself to study quantum physics and figure this out herself. So I thought that was pretty awesome that she was the one determined to get out of it, and she figured it out on her own.
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah, but speaking of that, do you guys have any sense of
Yes, it's true, for sure, 100%.
No, that wasn't my question. My question was that do you have an estimate that how much time they spent in the time loop?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure someone out there in the internet land.
Andy Samberg's character Niles was in there so long he couldn't remember what his job was.
Oh my god.
I mean, how long would that take you to forget? Centuries, maybe?
Maybe about 2 days.
Well, have you ever had a job? So I think that's the problem. So I don't know. Probably a long time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's gotta be many years.
Yeah. It's interesting because, quantum physics and learning that also, it's time consuming. So, but
if you have infinite time.
Yeah, you can finally master
You can do anything.
Yeah. And you have the determination and motivation to learn that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love both characters' arc. Both characters had a clear progression.
Yes.
And that was a big part of, I think, Miliotti's character, right? She didn't know what the hell she was doing with her life. She was not the greatest sister. Just down and depressed and not really doing anything. But she decided that she was going to, find herself, and part of the evidence for doing that was, her determination to figure out this herself and the strength that she got from that. Like with or without Andy Samberg, who she clearly had feelings for. It didn't matter. She was doing this. And that was great.
Yeah. I really loved at the end when they were gonna go into the cave and stop the time loop, and Niles was just like, I'm like pretty codependent on you, even though I hate to admit it. And she was like, yeah, I don't need you, but it'd be nice to have you with me. And I was like, that's adorable.
And also that's kind of modern, like a modern take of what's going on in today's world with like all the things with like feminism movement and girls going out there and expressing their like individuality and independence. So it's nice that this movie was like full of like the hints like that, and it was kind of cliche free in terms of like, oh no, I need you to survive, or I can't live without you type of cliche, but they acknowledge that it's nice to have someone. So I really like the way the movie concludes.
It was nice.
Yeah, and overall it was the movie was full of clever like dialogues also. Like I remember one time Andy Samberg was saying that, oh, maybe it's a glitch in the simulation that we are kind of in.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, so
For sure, we're in a simulation.
Yeah, so he was so Andy Samberg character was guessing what could be the cause that they are stuck in the time loop, and he was having different ideas or theories, and one of the theories was like a very modern one that, oh, they are part of a simulation and it's a glitch in the system, which was really fun.
I just disagree with how they went out though. Once you figure it out and you're pretty confident, create a bucket list and then do it. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to skydive now, but if I was stuck in an infinite time loop, I'm skydiving, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a lot of, they did a lot. Maybe they were tired of it.
But just as infinite time is, I'm sure that if you're creative enough, you could come up with infinite things to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a great chance to do whatever.
And I learned some more stuff so that when the time loop was broken, I'd have some more like new skills and stuff.
From everyone else's perspective,
yeah, like
just suddenly so intelligent.
I can speak 20 other languages
but
now.
I have to be honest with you. So right now we are kind of stuck still in quarantine because of the coronavirus, and I remember the first day of quarantine, I told myself that I will use this opportunity to learn many new skills, and I didn't do that much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did.
So I'm also guessing that being stuck in a time loop might seem as an opportunity in the beginning, but kind of like your mental status will change.
You're just going to end up floating in a pool.
Yeah, but yes. I mean, I think given enough time, you know, things will like ebb and flow back. And, you know, I mean, the evidence is clear. Bill Murray learned new stuff, you know, so when he was stuck in that time loop.
Because if you're in a time loop, you don't have to learn new stuff every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can take
a break and it doesn't.
Think about like 30 minutes a day for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of stuff.
And you know what is the nice part about it? You can eat as much as you want without being worried about.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
Getting fat.
But on the opposite side, if you're fat already and then you lose weight, then you get it all back.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be crazy.
I mean, not that you can lose so much weight in a day.
Yeah.
Actually, since I watched Groundhog Day right last night, I remember this dialogue from Bill Murray, and he was so Andy McDowell, asking him, aren't you worried about like getting cancer or lung cancer or like gum disease, because he was having this huge set of like desserts, pancakes, ice cream, and he was smoking cigarette.
Yeah, I do a lot of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
there's so much I haven't tried.
I'd be willing to try anything at that point because it'll have no consequences.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, shrooms.
Yeah, and maybe that could be a nice thing to push me to try raw meat. I mean, I have raw fish technically in my life, but I never.
You never tried like a carpaccio?
No, what's that?
Just thin slice of raw beef. It's an Italian dish.
Oh no.
With like some shaved Parmesan. Yeah, I've had raw beef before.
Okay.
It's good. It's delish.
A little bit scared of that, but there are also other parts of.
That's all you can think of, though. Like,
I mean,
come on.
Like in terms of food.
If I was stuck in an infinite time loop, I would do stuff like try raw beef.
No, I'm just guessing in terms of the food that I am normally scared to try, because I feel that if I do so, first my mom will kill me.
You gotta go crazy. Would you try like balot? That's a Filipino dish.
What is it?
So it's an egg. You crack open the top, and it's like a half-formed dead bird, like a fetus bird.
No,
I've heard of that.
That's inhuman. The pain is real.
Oh, it's
according
not
to.
Come on, every culture's different. All right,
Yeah,
I don't poo-poo like Chinese people eating pets and stuff. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just. I know.
Just because some of my people partake in the dead bird.
Yeah, I
in
just
the
want to
egg.
acknowledge me being vegan about 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you're not vegan now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I've seen you eat meat.
Yeah, I'm eating a lot of it actually. Yesterday I spent like, I don't know, a couple of $100 on just getting meat products, and to be honest, I was kind of embarrassed and I felt kind of guilty because I used to be this vegan person. What happened to me? I'm now this like fat person who wants to get
No, first of
meat.
all, I think we already discussed this offline, but when I went vegetarian, it seems like the same experience happened to you when you went vegan. That was when we gained our weight.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you gotta stop talking about yourself like that.
Oh
Maybe we'll-
yeah, definitely. I was talking about body positivity in the beginning. What happened to me? Maybe I need to restart my day again. Can you shoot me so I can restart my day?
Yeah, just let me get my bow over here.
Oh yeah.
I liked that scene with J.K. Simmons. He was like, it was a long drive. Can you just kill me so I can... And he was like, okay, let's go around back.
Let's go to the side yard. I love that he has a bow.
Yeah.
It's just so, I don't know, it's just so great.
Yeah, it was very, very, very.
Yeah, there's a
clever.
few movies that came out recently on stream. And to me, this is by far my most favorite. Greyhound with Tom Hanks came out recently. Let's see. The Charlize Theron action film Old Guard came out recently. It was like mindless action, which is not a bad thing. But of all the new bigger names and stuff, I think this is the one that people should go and check out.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
One more
So-
thing. What's up?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I was about to promise you that this time we will watch what you recommend.
Oh yeah, right. I doubt it, but that's okay. It's not.
Come on, you first of all, you like
Like-
4 months ago you suggested me to watch Onward. I finally watched it.
4 months ago.
Oh yeah, we almost talked about Onward today. Do you want to like briefly? How did you like Onward? Really quickly.
It was great. I love it. It was, my heart was full of different emotions, and it was just such a smart, well-made, I don't know, lovely animation. I really like that. And it,
Okay.
especially when you are watching that while you are living in a crazy world and you're thinking about like your lost opportunities. It's just like such a great movie to watch, especially if you have lost someone you love. I think it's also kind of like nice movie to watch to remind you that
life sucks. That this is just a movie, and
Yep.
your
That's
life
the message of the movie.
is really miserable, and there's nothing you can do about it.
but aside from joking,
Who said I was joking?
that movie is great. Onward is great. So I really recommend that to everyone. And thanks for recommending that. So if you love your family, if you love someone, if you love life, if you love loss, please watch Onward. And if you have faith in Pixar movies, Pixar animations, just watch that.
Yeah, I mean, both Palm Springs and Onward are kind of like feel-good movies. Palm Springs is like funny, and Onward's heartwarming.
Yes,
So
heartwarming.
different kinds of
Yeah, so sometimes
great movies.
you are suggesting good movies too.
Sometimes. How many times have I suggested a bad movie? I'm more
See,
interested
honestly,
in
I don't recall.
Yassi suggested most of the films we watched for these.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
So maybe
Which is
that's
good.
the reason that we are so successful now. So it's because of all my great suggestions.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know if there's much else that we can.
I just
talk-
wanted to say something about. I just want to discuss this with you. It's about Palm Springs,
Mhm.
and I don't have a theory, but I just want to ask your guys' opinion about maybe other characters who were stuck in the time loop, but we didn't get to see their like stories. Like Do you remember that old lady, the granny or grandmother in Palm Springs?
I don't know.
The
That was
one
like
who
an
liked the
assumption,
speech?
really.
Was there other people in the time loop?
I don't know. I don't think she was in a time loop ever.
I think she
No.
was, because first of all, she came. I think she was low-key in the time loop too. And when you think about it, she's an old lady, and wedding is such a nice day for you if you are on that age to be stuck. And she was giving some
I think it's
hints.
a stretch. I don't know. I think it's a stretch. My opinion. You asked for our opinions,
Yeah.
right? I think it's a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she was in a time loop.
I didn't. When I was watching the movie, I didn't think about the possibility of others being in the time loop.
Oh, so it was only me. I thought the grandmother was also in the time loop. But if you guys have the same opinion as me, let me know in the comment section, because I was pretty, especially when towards the end she was she told Sarah's character that, oh, you are about to leave, but I have to tell you that that was a very nice speech. It was kind of like a hint for me that, oh, she knew what's going on, and the granny must be also in the loop too, but they never mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the director's intent was, but I didn't see enough evidence to make me feel like she was in a time loop.
It was weird that she said, you're about to leave.
And if you remember in the beginning, she was also mentioning that she listened to many wedding speeches. It might be because she was old, but it might be also because she's actually stuck in a wedding day.
I mean, I understand and I recognize those 2 points. That's why I like immediately reacted to what you were going to say, because I thought about it, but I just don't think
it's a you're thinking it's a stretch.
But I mean, who knows?
It
I mean,
could be.
I could be 100% wrong on that. I'm, I guess it's the writers and the directors who know the real answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I don't know or don't have an opinion on are the dinosaurs, though.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Oh yeah.
What did you think about that, Yaz?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe at one time they also stuck in the time loop too.
Like the Brontosaurus that were in there?
Yeah.
But then, wouldn't it be a different time loop?
I don't know how it works, that crazy thingy. Maybe it has like, maybe a
Well, go
portal
study
open.
quantum physics and then give us the answers.
But based on all the other movies that I watched, when a portal in time and space open, it's also possible for you to travel in time.
So you're saying the dinosaurs traveled forward in time?
Yeah, and they stuck.
It just totally reminded me of like that scene with Ant-Man and Iron Man in Endgame, where Tony Stark was like, "Are you really gonna base your theories off of movies?" Like,
Yes, I am.
Earlier, you based your theories of people learning skills when they are stuck in time loop based on
that's
Groundhog.
a true story. I love that movie too much. I want it to be true.
Well, if we're gonna go off movies, then according to Doctor Who, time isn't linear.
Oh yes,
So the dinosaurs could be there.
that's true
So
too.
it's a loop.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey. That's the phrase
Yeah.
they use.
But I guess if they are stuck in only one day, so no one will never report on them, or it doesn't matter to make a
Oh, I guess no one cares about stuff in the desert.
That's true too.
yeah. That's how Breaking Bad characters.
I would have tried to ride a dinosaur then if they were really there.
Yeah.
Just like slide like the Flintstones.
Because they look
Yeah.
like the long neck dinosaurs. They're the ones who eat plants, right?
Oh, yes.
Brontosaurus, fucking what's your your mate?
What? I didn't study dinosaurs.
no.
It's somewhat related.
No, it's not. It's
don't
not.
know.
But
Paleontology is not anthropology.
I don't know. Didn't you want to be like Indiana Jones? I thought they're the same thing.
Humans, not dinosaurs.
yeah.
Well,
But I agree with you.
if dinosaurs were
those
still
dinosaurs
around, then there
are
would be no
eating
humans.
plants.
So it'd be safe to go up and ride them. That was my point.
Yeah, it would be safe because they are definitely not carnivores. They are eating only plants. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I had a recent
I buy
visit to
that.
Natural
The
Museum
only
of
reason I know
History.
this is from the, what's it? the dinosaur cartoon for little kids. My Little Dinosaur. No.
Is it a movie or series?
Littlefoot. I don't remember. I forgot the name. It's a huge series of movies. My family used to have all the VHSs.
Also, I just want to ask you another question.
Okay.
It's about another thing that was in my mind after watching the movie. So do you remember? It's too bad that you haven't watched the after credit. But you might help me to answer that. So do you remember when more towards the end, JK characters come back to the wedding and found out a new Niall in the timeline or on that day, and Niall couldn't remember, Andy Samberg's character couldn't remember who he is, and it was a sign or it was a clue for JK character that he already got out of the loop. So do you remember that part? And there was also a part earlier that Sarah said that she did some experiment on a goat, and when she sent the goat into the portal thingy and explode the goat disappeared from that time loop. So I couldn't.
Wait, so does that mean Niles and Sarah have no recollection of the time loop?
It's easily explainable. Okay, so in Avengers Endgame, it's explained that once an Infinity Stone is removed, then a new timeline exists.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
it's a complicated question. Maybe because we're with J.K. Simmons, he's still stuck in the time loop. So it's a different
timeline.
I get that, but I actually agree with you. When I thought about that, I thought that on that wedding day we see all other guests, that they are always there and they are not part of the time loop. They are just there because it's a day in their life and they are part of these things, but they are not stuck on that specific day. So when I saw Niles at first, I wasn't that surprised because I told myself that, okay, Sarah and Niall, they are on a different timeline right now, like Avengers, as you said. But I was making connections to earlier scene when the goat, who was the subject of experiment, kind of vanished from the current timeline as well.
Right.
And she wasn't part of the current timeline. So that was the only thing that wasn't consistent, this whole timeline theory. But I agree with you. When they are get out of the time loop, they are now part of a new timeline. That makes sense.
Maybe. Yeah, I have no idea. None of this is really based in fact, in reality. So
how come?
So it could be anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure the director could just come up with any reason as far as the intent. Yeah,
and I hope that we watch Palm Springs 2 sometime soon.
Why did people talk about it? Is there going to be a Palm Springs 2?
So I know that since it was very popular on Hulu, and Hulu apparently they reported that they have a record number of viewership for this show after in the opening weekend.
Dope. Or
something like that. So they might consider that. I am not sure because right now we are living in a crazy world.
They should do like a mashup, like Groundhog Day and Palm Springs. Just like how they had Alien vs Predator, right? Just build a world on time loopers. Yeah,
then they can appeal to you and me more because I love Groundhog Day. It's just
that's a classic. I think Groundhog Day to me is one of the most rewatchable movies that I know of.
And it's so funny that you mentioned that because last night when I was watching it, I was kind of bothered at first with some of the awkward scenes with the actors or the way even Bill Murray was acting. I was like, oh, that's so unnatural. But after watching it, I remember why I fell in love with the movie at first place. Although some of the techniques or I don't know, the mixing, it's kind of old fashioned, but still it's something really enjoyable to watch, and it had its hilarious moments in it. But people will find new taste. I mean, my taste has been changed a little bit, so I'm not the fan of certain like shots anymore. But just the story wise, it's great. It's a great watch.
I don't know. I think Groundhog Day is almost the perfect movie to me. It still stands the test of time to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's one of those movies that 50 years from now I'm still going to love.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see how Palm Springs holds up. I'm like, I'd be down for a sequel. Like more of them two. I like their chemistry together, Milioti and Sandberg. Always been a fan of Sandberg's humor and creativity. And as you, Sarah, I've always been a fan of Milioti's eyes.
You just get lost in her eyes.
She's a beautiful girl.
Did you guys ever watch
How I Met Your Mom?
Yeah.
I haven't. I mean, I have watched.
She only came on during the last season.
Yeah, I watched like first three seasons, but I don't remember her. So
I've seen a bit of it.
Yeah. It was either the last two or just the last season where it was revealed that she was the
actual mother.
Yeah, of the kids.
Yeah.
That was a little controversial, I think.
Yeah, I remember people hating the ending.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, anything else that you guys wanted to discuss regarding the movie? Would you guys want to recap? You guys do recommend it?
Yes, I recommend. It's hilarious and fun.
It's hilarious. It's full of.
I don't know who we're actually recommending it to watch, because if they've stuck through, then they've already heard the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Did you like that? How about this?
How did you like the movie?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. I shared with you all my crazy theories and thoughts about other people might be stuck in the time loop. And to me, it's still possible.
I just think time loops are fun. Like whether time loop movies or when a show does a time loop episode, I think it's always fun.
Yeah. I like time travel stuff. I guess that's why I liked Endgame so much, because it dealt with time travel. Back to the Future is always classic stuff.
Back to the Future.
Time lapse, that's a recent, relatively recent, like last 5 years. Time Freak and About Time.
About Time is cute. I liked that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then there's this that gets mentioned a lot, but I don't know. It just hurt my head the first time I've seen it. I haven't revisited it, but a lot of people talk about Primer. It was like a Shane Carruth film. Like, this dude is awesome. Like, it was such a low budget film. It was just with him and some other guy, but it revolves around time travel and an invention he made. I think the second film he made was Upstream Color, and the dude shot it with the GH2, the Panasonic GH2, like not even hacked, just the stock GH2, and the film looks beautiful.
Whoa.
So, yeah, he's fucking awesome. But yeah, that's another big one that a lot of people mention when you talk about time travel movies. But that one is like a straight science thing. If you are a hopeless romantic, if you love romantic comedies, then this is like one of my favorites.
Thank you for recommending that.
Yes.
Sometimes we listen to you.
Sometimes I would say maybe on occasion, rarely.
Well, see, then aren't you so happy when we listen?
No, not really. You know, and when it comes to movies, I just like throw out stuff that I like. I realize that I just watch way too many movies, and people don't have as much time as me. So if you don't watch it, I never get offended. But I'm glad that you guys were able to experience Palm Springs. If you guys got nothing else to say, then we are going to sign out. We just definitely wanted to check in and with each other and with you guys out there in internet's land. Why don't Sarah close it out?
Oh my, that's hard.
And
okay, it's great discussing the movie.
Do you guys love this? See, this is unedited. Look at this. You guys love this, right?
Yeah, we always do
love it so
unedited
much.
for our podcasts. So
I'm not great at improv.
Pretty much.
You
No,
are very
not
good.
that. Not good at improv. It's just pretty much we just try and keep the podcast as is.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta like be a little more like, she freestyle raps, and that's a lot of improv, you know. So maybe
I should practice.
You should practice freestyle rap first,
and then I'll be fine at this.
Yeah, exactly.
But thanks for listening, and tell us what you think of the movie.
And please tell me if you are agree with me about my crazy theories of Nana and Granny being stuck in the time loop.
The thing about it, though, is like if you do that, you guys need to realize that Yaz is she's not a sore winner. And, you know, so if you agree with her, I'm just going to hear about it for months. So please save me. If you guys would like to save a life, please don't agree with her. Anyways, all right, we're going to go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.